Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. Welcome to my channel again. Today I'm going to be talking with you about how you can eat virtually whatever you want from time to time, how you can clean up your nutrition in a sustainable way to lose body fat and put on lean muscle. And understand that these are like principles that I use. These are principles that my clients use, and everyone gets results when they adopt this approach versus the old way of counting calories and going on fad diets like the Atkins or keto and things like that, which those work when you do them, yes. But if you tried them before, excuse me, the mic, you probably experienced the hardships that come with them, like trying to stick to it whenever you have other things you want to do or wanting to eat other good foods. So the point of this is to show you that you really don't have to punish yourself through nutrition, that you can just take care of yourself and then you get more energy from this and you feel better, want to keep on it. Real quick, if anyone's watching, if you like my content and like the messages and things that I'm trying to do and want to support me to supporting others, please subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so the algorithm gods will push me out to more people, and hopefully I can achieve my end goal of transforming more lives. That is my ultimate purpose in this world. So getting into it with nutrition, so much out there in today's world that we're able to put in our body is just trash, unfortunately. When you look at how much processed foods there are and how much added sugars and, in my opinion, bullshit that gets put into our food, it's really depressing. Back in the day, and I'm not trying to go, hunter-gatherer time too much, only too soon, but back in the day when we didn't have these, like people were more fit. And obviously, modern healthcare wasn't around then, so like we had other problems like diseases and stuff like that. But as a whole, and this is coming from my experience working in hospitals as a doctor of physical therapy, like you can tell when people take care of themselves from a nutritional and exercise standpoint, the less amount of bad stuff they have going on with their kidneys, with their everything on the inside, is just night and day difference to someone who is actually mindful of overeating. And a common pain point for people is that eating healthy is expensive. And while that's not wrong, typically in the United States, it costs more to eat healthy. Like you're gonna pay for it one way or the other. And you can pay for it years down the road in the hospital or in other medical bills, which are crazy expensive, or you can pay for it now and then feel good as you grow old and have more years on your life. To me, it's a no-brainer. But essentially, the ways to eat that I challenge you to adopt is to start focusing on, start small, went 4 to 5 days. I get my clients on a 5-day schedule and they get crazy good results, like lots of body fat loss, muscle building, yeah, so at least focus on 4 to 5 days. When you're doing this, you want to get enough protein in your diet. I try to get up to your body weight or 200 grams. Getting past 200 grams can be difficult. Actually, if you want to check the description in the bottom, I've linked a couple documents to help with things like this, as far as like guidelines and how much certain foods have of protein. So feel free to check that out. Enjoy, totally free. But if you're ever going to get more protein in your body through various methods, like supplementation, eating whole organic foods, and having better quality of meat, like you will be full. And essentially, like with this, you're not going to be tempted to go eat all that sugar. If you're eating enough protein, you're gonna have that feeling of being full. I promise you that. Pairing this with getting enough water as well, because water is so key, as you see me chugging down some water here in the video from time to time. Water is so key for helping us feel full, as well as nourishing our body, from our skin to our joints, to our muscles, to our brain function. Everything needs water. In fact, I don't need to go down the headache route too much here, but if you're having headaches all the time and you're not drinking enough water, that's the first step. If you're not doing that, nothing else, do that first. So in addition to this, if we cut out processed sugars and added sugars and processed garbage that's out in the world, for the most part, we will continue to feel better. We'll have more energy levels. We will build lean muscle. We will drop body fat. Our day will simply be better. We'll get better sleep when our body's not constantly guessing at what it's getting all the time. So yeah, that's kind of in a nutshell, the programming that I try to encourage everyone to do for nutrition, because it serves your body well. And we don't have to treat our body like a complete temple all the time, but if we can do this from time to time, consistently, we are going to feel better. There's just no way around that. Also, when we're eating this way, think of getting as much fruit, as much vegetables as you want. Like you're not going to overeat fruit and vegetables. Some people disagree with that, but I find it challenging, honestly. I would love to see someone that eats too much fruit or too many vegetables. And you can prep them pretty quickly. Like, I meal prep in about half an hour, and that gives me 4 to 5 days of good quality food. I make my breakfast in the morning, which is eggs, because I love eggs. But you can prep your food. I actually linked down below to a video where I did meal prep for 5 meals, 50 grams of protein in every meal, under 30 minutes. So feel free to take that, learn from it, use it, etc. But when we are eating this kind of food, the reason you can eat so much more is because of the caloric density that we get. Like, if you check out, I'm gonna link a photo on this video, it should be right up here. I was at the Boston Science Museum, and great place. But as we got to, I was with my girlfriend, as we got to the part on the body, obviously I kind of nerded out a bit, but we came across this figure that was 4 different stacks of food, and it showed how many, like 2,000 calories in each one. And there was like carrots, all these different, like Twinkies, hot dogs, like all these different things to show you how much you can eat and still get the same amount of calories. So the trash food, you're gonna notice is so much more dense in calories, to where, like, yeah, if you're about to go run a marathon, get dense food because you need that energy. But if you're trying to eat a lot, and that's a weakness of yours, if you eat food that is less dense in calories and then more dense in nutritional value, like vitamins, minerals, things like that, you can eat so much more. And like, that's why I say you can't eat too much. By the time you're eating all the fruits and vegetables and meat and nuts and getting enough water during the day, you're going to be full. I promise you this. Not only that, but like, even when you're not full, you're gonna feel your body. Like, I know it sounds a little superstitious, but I can feel my body's burning fat, I think. Then the next morning I look in the mirror and it's like abs are boom, okay, that worked. Pairing this with this style of training that you see me doing in the video, using kettlebells in our body and increasing our metabolism on the physical side, will burn fat throughout the day through excess post-oxygen consumption. It's not just while you're working out that you're building fat or burning fat and building muscle, it's throughout the day while you're sleeping. If you adopt this strategy and stay consistent with it, it does happen. Also, when you're eating this kind of food, you get high fiber. That's gonna help regulate many things in our body, from our bowels, to keeping our cholesterol levels low, keeping our blood nice and rich, and our arteries clear, so that later on down the road, we're not having to get those bypass surgeries. We'll have better insulin sensitivity. Like, if you are someone who is on the stages of becoming pre-diabetic or has even got the diagnosis of diabetes, type 2 specifically, then this is going to be something good for you, in the sense that your body is going to get good at sensing when to secrete and extract insulin from your blood to help take up glucose. That is huge for decreasing how much fat we're storing. Because if we're eating a bunch of sugar and our body's not using it, the sugar's going to go somewhere and it's going to be stored as fat, which is going to slow us down, which is going to also get deposited in our arteries and places that we don't want it, like that midsection. Other things that take in mind with eating healthy versus not is inflammation in your body. Like, if you're someone who just feels pain, stress, and anxiety, and you're eating what I would call trash, like processed foods all the time, fast food, like, you're gonna have more stress, more cortisol, more pain in your joints. That's just going to happen. Versus if you take that out, your body's gonna start cleaning everything out from the inside. Okay, and again, you don't have to be perfect. Like, on my weekends, I'll eat pizza, I'll eat ice cream, I might have a beer from time to time. I don't drink hardly ever anymore, but from time to time, sure. As long as you're doing these things consistently, like, you'll notice, like, if I do, when I eat pizza or pancakes, like, that day I may feel kind of bad. And it's like a reminder of like, hey, this isn't good for your body. Let's get back to the good stuff. And I do consistently. And all my other clients do as well. So it almost becomes a challenge. Once you start eating clean for a while and you see the benefits and you feel how much better you are and you notice the changes in your body composition and like mobility and efficiency with everything, almost it becomes hard to eat bad again, which is a good place to be in, honestly, that it's that much of a habit and you made it that sustainable. So with that being said, also we're gonna get enhanced gut health when we eat this way. Like, our digestive system, we're gonna have more probiotics with the fiber going into our small intestine, and that's gonna encourage our body to have a better immunity. So if you're someone who gets sick all the time or fairly regularly, I promise once you start eating healthy, like, that will stop as well. Now, you're gonna get a cold from time to time, sure, but your body will fight it off so much faster. I also recommend some form of exercise when you're sick. Research supports that this will decrease the time. Some people may disagree on that, depending, obviously, if you can't stand up, that's one thing. But if you're, like, early mobilization is always going to be key with being sick. So when you're eating this way as well, you're going to have sustainable weight management, in the sense that for those of you who have lost weight and gained it back, time and time again, and you're frustrated with this, this is a way to stop that. Because the diets and these things that you just try to punish yourself with before, it's not sustainable. Like, no one wants to weigh their food out on the scale. Some people do, like bodybuilders, and if that's your dig, if you're trying to just become a fitness model, then that's a good way to get there. But you don't have to. Like, I don't know, I think I have a pretty decent physique at this point in my life, and this is how I eat and how I train, and I don't take that all or nothing approach that some people do, because I don't believe it's something they have to do. So yeah, man, by creating something that's going to be more automatic and placed on autopilot, we're going to be able to sustain that progress over the long term, versus just right then and there for like a month or two. And then if you fall off, like, whenever you get back to this, you just kind of know where to pick up where you left off. It's not like you have to just burn all the boats and bridges and do this whole crazy thing. It's like, you know, the foundation of what it takes here. Back to the protein, aside from helping you feel full and satisfied, this is going to help with growth and repair of these muscles that you're breaking down whenever you're working out. That is a building block of muscle tissue, and really, like, everything in our body. Like, if you have a wound, for example, you need protein to help repair your skin. Processed foods typically are going to have a ton of bad fat, like saturated trans fats that are going to get deposited into your arteries and blood. So cutting them out is going to save you many, many years in your life as well. And think, whenever you're shopping, again, grocery lists and everything down below in the description here, but think as you're shopping for these kinds of foods, when you go to a grocery store, go around first. Get all the good stuff. All the organic stuff that you probably have to cook a little bit, which doesn't take long. Again, video down below to show you some how and some methods. But yeah, if you have to open it up and it's like something you put in a microwave, typically that's not going to be good for you. And again, you can have it from time to time. You're in a pinch, sure. Have a Hot Pocket, whatever. You can do that from time to time, but it can't be your regular thing. Your body will thank you over the years. And if you have nephews, nieces, children, grandchildren that you want to be there for 15, 20 years down the road, this is a way to get there. Not taking a pill, not fad diets, but creating lifestyle sustainable changes that's going to carry you along this way. And that's what I want to see from everyone that's watching this, man. Like, it's cool to be in shape. It's good to feel good. It's good to earn that discipline when we walk in a room and people know that we're fit. Absolutely. I support that 100%, but it's the big changes. It's not leaving ourselves and just giving away our power to say, well, whatever, I'm just going to eat what's convenient because I want to. It's like building that discipline within ourselves and knowing that we are in control of our health and our future. And that's what I try to get everyone to realize and understand, that like, you create your future. And some of us just haven't figured out how to do it yet, and that's okay, but it's not a reason to stop or just give up. I mean, so when we paired that kind of nutrition with this style of training, you find that you save money by eating this way. A lot of people think eating healthy is going to be more expensive, and like, yeah, if you're going out all the time and eating really expensive, like, and shopping at Whole Foods and things like that, like, yeah, that's can be more pricey. But if you're getting groceries and meal prepping in under 30 minutes to an hour, you're going to save money by not eating out all the time. Not to say you can't eat out, because I have lists for that as well. I'll link it down below of like how you can eat healthy when you're eating out. That's definitely doable, and I do it all the time. So by doing this and training this way with the kettlebells or with our body, we're creating our body to become better, move better, feel better, and as a result of that, we're going to look better and we're going to last longer. Okay, we're not going to get abs. We're going to get abs, but that's not the reason we're doing this. We're going because we want to secure our health in a sustainable way that's going to get us off this hamster wheel and yo-yo effect that we've been on for a while. So that's kind of what it comes down to. Again, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel if you're still here. I'd really appreciate it. That way I can keep putting out content like this, and I know people are listening. If you have any questions about this and want some extra help, feel free to follow me on Instagram, shoot me a message. I love connecting with my followers and audience members and just knowing how I could serve them better. Because at the end of the day, my goal is to help you become the best version of yourself. But whatever you're doing, if you're not doing anything, there's no better time to start than right now. Whether it's with me, someone else, any other kind of program on the internet, something is better than nothing. If you've tried a couple times before and are frustrated with how many times you failed, I hear you. I'm here to help you out and support you in any way I can. Please just reach out to me, send me a message, and we can have a conversation about it. I'm not gonna force you or pressure you or be the car salesman. I just wanna help. So yeah, check out the rest of my channel. I've got some more videos on how to train with kettlebells. I'm posting some workouts, meal prep, nutrition, stuff to get you out of pain, be able to get your first pull up, push up, etc. Everything that comes to mind that I think people in my audience would benefit from. So again, guys, thanks for sticking around. Drop some love down below in the comments. Give me a like, whatever you want to do. I'd love to hear it and I'd appreciate it. And I'd love to respond back with you. But until next time, everyone take care. Peace.